Dog owners, unite! Are you ready to get to know your dog better? Welcome to America's Dog Whisperers with Mark German and Janice Wolf. This program will help make your good dog great and your great dog fabulous. Now, here's Mark and Janice.
Welcome, dog lovers. My name is Mark German, and I am America's Dog Whisperer.
Hi, and I'm Janice Wolf, and I'm New Jersey's Dog Whisperer.
Hi, Janice.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
I haven't seen you for 2 minutes.
Well, today, and hi all, and please tell everybody you know that they should come and join us on Sunday nights here with Paltalk. Today we wanted to talk about some of the common issues that we see every day. One of those issues is because people don't like to let their dogs be dogs, and even though a lot of your dogs do look like you, unless you have 4 feet and have like a very hairy body, you probably don't look like your dog. And guess what? Dogs are not humans. Dogs are dogs. And because they came from the canine, the Canis lupus familiaris, which evolved from the canine, which is the wolf, dogs still are like dogs, and dogs have characteristics of dogs. So, when you walk your dog and your dog is lunging at somebody or lunging at something, we're going to teach you what you need to do in order to not have your dog react. So,
any behavioral problem you can think of in a dog, once you understand the problem, then you can find a solution for it. If you deny the problem, my dog jumps because he's happy. Well, that's denial. Your dog jumps because he's dominant. It's not that he's happy, he's excited. What we're going to do, and if you're first time to the show, is we're going to briefly talk about the 4 essentials to a stable dog. You've only got to change 4 things that you've been doing if you want to have a good dog, not a well-trained dog. We don't train dogs. We're not obedience trainers. We travel the country training people to become dog whisperers, so those dog whisperers can then go help other people with dogs with issues. We're not dog trainers. I don't care if your dog sits and he's got obedience titles. They're still dogs with issues, even though they're obedient trained. I hope you can understand that. We want to open up the mic a little early tonight and try to get a lot more questions in, because we know we have a lot of questions from our listeners. We're going to try to do that, but we want to give you the basics first. Number 1, dogs are dogs. Once you treat your dog and provide for his needs, then you can treat your dog like a human. Then he can be your baby. Then you can dress him up. Then you can put lipstick on him. We don't care what you do with your dog after that. But if you try these other things before your dog is stable, then you start getting frustrated with your dog. You start getting angry with your dog, and that's when some people start giving their dogs away. So the 4 things a dog needs. Leadership. In the dog world, and remember, it's a dog. In the dog world, you're either the leader, the pack leader, or you're the follower, the pack. And you all know that. I don't need to tell you that. You know that. It's just that you don't know how to become a pack leader. You can't tell your dog, hey, dog, I'm the pack leader. So you have to show your dog. And you can't speak English to your dog because he's a dog. He understands canine language. So they understand growls and bites and humps and jumps and barks. That's what they understand. So the second thing a dog needs is a walk. If you think about the dog in the canine world, out in the woods, just think about a wolf and a pack of wolves. They are walking through the woods for one reason, and that's to look for food. They're not out there playing with Kong toys. They're not out there sprinting and running and chasing frisbees. Their only instinct is to roam in order to survive. They have to find food. Now, that's why we say you should walk your dog, not go play frisbee with him. That walk represents you taking your dog out for a hunt, the roaming instinct, as the leader, and you come back and then he gets to eat. The third thing a dog needs are rules. In any pack, there has to be some organization. In a classroom, there has to be some organization, or you're just going to have chaos. Well, that's why there are rules. And we need to teach our dogs our rules. When people come in the house, you can't jump on people. When the door is open, you can't go out the door. It's as simple as teaching the dog simple rule. Not training him to sit at the door, because as soon as he gets up, he's still going to go jump on the people. And then the last essential is good nutrition. And we always talk about nutrition because it's part of behavior. Go eat at McDonald's for a month, give me a call and tell me how you feel. Now that's what we feel about certain dog foods.
Okay, so we had already done a lot on nutrition the 1 week, and I was able to gross most of you out by some of the things that are actually in the dog food. But let's talk about some of the common problems that we hear every day. One of the biggest things is when people are walking their dogs or their dogs see another dog out the window. People initially want to scream at the dog, shut up, knock it off. Well, what happens, you're screaming louder, barking louder than your dog is. So your dog sees you as even more out of control. And if a dog feels that you are not in control, that you are not stable because you're not calm and you're not confident, guess what? The dog is going to get worse. And that's what we see. Nobody calls us and says, I got the best dog in the world. This dog is amazing. They call me, and they call Mark, and they call our whisperers because they've got a dog who's out of control, or a dog who's aggressive, or a dog who has behavioral issues. So what we need to do as pack leaders is the same thing we should do in our daily lives. You have to stay calm. If we're calm and we walk up to a window where our dog is barking, and we just get right in front of the dog and put our body in front of him, but looking out the window, and just look up and down and see if there's anything out there, and then just walk away, but don't look at your dog. Just walk away and keep walking. Go into the kitchen, go into your dining room, your bedroom. But if the dog sees that you've checked it out, and then you're walking away, guess what? Your dog is going to say, oh, you're in charge. You look, there was nothing there for me to worry about, and I'm going to go and lay down somewhere.
Now, as far as teaching your dog the rules, that's where you have to change what you've been doing. Let's say the dog jumps on people when they come in the house. Somebody's raising their hand. All right, your dog jumps on people when they come in the house. Number one, the first mistake you made when you went to answer the door is you're telling your dog or talking to your dog saying, oh, who's here? Is that Bobby here at the door? So you're getting your dog more excited than what the doorbell caused. Remember, excitement leads to dominance, like jumping, humping, growling, barking, and then those behaviors can lead to aggression. So you don't want to get your dog more excited than he already is. Once you start doing the 4 essentials, you have to do them all. You can't just, I can show you how to correct that jumping dog at the door, but if you're not providing his 4 essentials, 4 for Gary, that's this many Gary, if you're not providing those 4 essentials, then it's not going to work. It's just, it's like baking a cake and omitting some ingredients. You can't do it.